Terrence Williams, 2015 tournament.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast, and just an insane story with that man that I just showed you of Terrence Williams, who was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison for being the architect, the mastermind of a multi-million-dollar NBA health and welfare benefits program fraud. And I mean, just reading this story, I was just taken back, man. I mean, this dude was like the mafia, man. I mean, he was recruiting former NBA players to join in on creating these bogus invoices to charge these health and wellness programs for dental and medical expenses that never occurred. He was recruiting multiple players. He had shady doctors to help him create these invoices. I mean, the list goes on and on. He was even impersonating insurance companies, it says, to the co-defendants to threaten them that, hey, if you don't pay me my kickbacks, I'm going to report you to the feds, or, report you to being fraudulent, whatever it is, right? I mean, it's crazy because all the players involved made a combined earnings of $360 million in the NBA. I mean, look, the rich, the saying, the rich gets richer, right? They're always trying to find ways to get money. And I mean, he did this scheme from 2017 to 2021. So I'm surprised that he was still able to have access to the NBA's health and wellness program. I mean, maybe because he's played in the league, he probably knew how to, charge, these medical companies or whatever it is associated with the NBA, these insurance companies associated with the NBA, for many, many years, man. I mean, he has to pay $3.1 million in restitution. Good luck trying to get any of that money. It's just crazy, man. And look, when you hear a story like this with the NBA, and then you hear about like NFL players, struggling to get the proper medical treatment and medical care after they're done playing football. I think they changed their rule where they get insurance now for life. I'm not sure about that, for how many years they play now. I don't really understand the new policies they put in place for that, but and I think that was just fairly recent, in the last few years they did that. So I mean, look, these guys, man, it's just disappointing. I mean, he's a brother, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, yo, it's always these quick money guys finding loopholes. I mean, they exert so much time and energy to defraud the system. And I mean, look, he put a lot of work into it. He was the master. He's only 36 years old. I mean, use that mind to do something positive, do something good. Nah, instead, God gave you the ability to play in the NBA, albeit it was a short career, but you were there. You know what I'm saying? And then he played for a few years overseas. So he's had a chance to make a lot of money, not only in the States, but overseas, playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Playing the sport you love, working hard for it, right? And then just to, turn around a few years later when your playing days are over, to orchestrate this multi-million-dollar fraud scheme, and include other former NBA players as well. I mean, they mentioned Sebastian Telfair. I believe Tony Allen was also part of this. I'm not 100% sure, but just crazy, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we understand, like, athletes, they struggle with, wanting to get proper care and maintain a certain level of a quality of lifestyle, after they're done playing. And it's just, this ain't the way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? And he got 10 years and he has to pay that restitution. And will this be a deterrent, right? Will this stop former players from wanting to defraud the system? You know what I'm saying? It seemed like the NBA system, healthcare system, seemed very, very laxed. I mean, for him to be able to do this and to gain that much money from them is just absolutely wild, though. Crazy story. Let me know what y'all think about this. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.